feel like I forgot to do something. No, I think it's good. I think I'm good. I don't know. All right, let's see. Where is it on here? Okay, Cinnamon, why did he ask me to be his girlfriend? The intentions behind it. I think money, abundance, fertility. It looks like I think he wants you to be his girlfriend. I don't know what his problem is. Shit. I'm like a fucking mess. Anyway, Kira, how is Daniel feeling about not talking to me? Still no contact. I'm surprised. Okay, let's see. Doesn't like it. Argumentative with himself. He's feeling negative. Feeling Knight of Swords in reverse is like it could be a delay when it comes to communication. I still think you're going to hear from him though sooner rather than later. And he feels like slow and steady. He feels stuck in the mud. He's not happy with not talking to you. Temperance is in reverse. He's feeling impatient. I think he may be holding out for you to reach out to him. Talia, general for tomorrow. You may be feeling a little bit burdened tomorrow, but you have persistence and perseverance on your side, and the day moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race. It looks like, okay, the Emperor's here. There could be an Aries around that's of significance, or it could be a boss or a father figure or a strong personality even. It doesn't even have to be a man, the Emperor. But there may be a little bit of sharp energy around you and this person. I don't know if maybe it's a boss. But it also looks like you got somebody from your past returning, or you could be hearing from somebody from your past and no longer holding yourself back. So I don't know. The energy around tomorrow isn't that great. It's kind of like, you know, a little bit stuck and frustrating. Kira, tomorrow. I got some good karma coming back to you tomorrow. You have a wish tomorrow. The Magician is here. You can manifest new opportunities, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and feeling a little bit more like you've either getting respect or you're getting out of relationships what you put into them. I think tomorrow should be a pretty good day. Ms. Shante, general. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is spot on moving forward. Things change to the better for you quickly. Judgment's in reverse, so timing may be off, or it may take time before things fall into place. Six of Cups. Hearing from somebody or running into somebody of significance from the past, or somebody from the past reaches out and they're significant in the future. Whatever it is, it seems positive. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Feeling like the hard work you put into something is finally coming back to it, or the fruits of your labor are starting to bloom. It's usually a work or a business thing. Temperance, there could be a Sagittarius that enters that may be of significance, also a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Talia, what are B's intentions towards May? Six of Pentacles. He's got a lot of respect for you, and he's hoping that things move forward. He may feel right now like either the way this is like the wish card in reverse, like either he doesn't have a wish coming true, or the timing may not be right just yet. But his intentions are for things to move forward. He spends a lot of time thinking about it. Sometimes he gets a little anxiety. It's mild anxiety, though, around the situation. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You shouldn't be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. He should be moving things forward relatively soon. Kylie, should I move to Cali now or wait 6 months? I don't think it's a good time. Not right now. Yeah, I wouldn't. Timing is not good right now, making a move like that, especially with COVID. I don't know. I would say not right now. At least give it 6 months. Red, strong possibility that he wants to make it work with me. %70 chance he does want to make it work. Kiki, messages from my angels in the universe. King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. You've got the Midas touch. And you've got 2 archangels. The moon, Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights. Events that happen behind the scenes. Release fears that hold you back. The wheel, Archangel Michael. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. I think you've got some good angels backing you. Kira, what's holding him back from contacting me? You've been on his mind today. I think that number one, he's been genuinely busy. I think that's part of it. Here, Knight of Swords is now upright. He will contact you. I think that you've been on his mind a lot today. I think he's genuinely been busy. And I think that he is just putting it off, to be honest. He's kind of hoping that you're going to reach out to him. But I think you're going to hear from him. Knight of Swords is up right now. There is a delay today, but you should hear from him tomorrow. I mean, you could still hear from him tonight, but you'll definitely hear from him tomorrow. If you don't hear from him today, you got the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is fast action. I think he may be waiting for you to reach out to him. Kylie, how does B feel about 2 nights ago? Feels like things are growing and transforming. Feels like he's got choices and decisions to make. I don't know what happened 2 nights ago, but he may be doing a lot of thinking about what happened, feels positive towards it, is no longer holding himself back, and thinks that there's room for growth and evolution around the situation. Cinnamon, I said he cares about you. He wants you to be his girlfriend. He got cold feet. Or he's feeling like now he has you, he doesn't have to work so hard. I know it's really bizarre, but it reminds me of the sailor that I was dating, who wasn't a sailor when I first started dating him. But it's like, before we were together, he like called me all the time and like was like legitimately interested in me. So I thought, as soon as we started like dating or whatever, it's like, I don't know, he got really weird. I think it's fear. Anyway. Angie, is G older, younger, or the same age as me? Is G older? is G, my age. I think you guys are about the same age. I would say you're around the same age. Like, to me, like, it depends, right? There's a big difference between 12 and 20, but there's not such a big difference between 40 and 45 or 40 and 48. You know what I mean? So, I would say that you're within a couple of years apart. I usually, like, generally, like, I would say between 3 and 5 years, either way, I kind of consider that the same age. You know, there's a difference between like 16 and 21, but 32 and 37 isn't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? I think you're within it. You're relatively close in age. I don't think older, though. Didn't come up high enough for older. Spiritual. Please tell me what Z is currently going through. A betrayal of some type. I mean, I don't know much more than that. I don't know who this person is, so I don't know what exactly or who the players are, but there's a betrayal of some type. They feel like they've got choices and decisions that they have to make. They feel stuck in the mud. They also may be working hard or putting their energy in work or school right now. That could be taking a lot of time or concentration, or that may be where they're focused. But they're dealing with the betrayal of somebody who was close to them that has betrayed them, and they're not taking kindly to it. Kira, general. Got money coming in. 9 and 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Either getting money together to pay off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something that makes you feel relief with the 9 of Wands. The Knight of Wands here, feeling ambitious about it, putting in a lot of effort, and you got some good karma coming back to you. New chapter. I tried to communicate with Philip, but he won't communicate. What does the future hold for us? Well, there's disappointment around the situation right now, and he's pulled his energy back, because before, when you said that you weren't answering the phone or you were ignoring him, now he's doing it to get back at you. So you guys are going to go around in a circle until somebody decides to open up the lines of communication. The Death card's in reverse, the Magician's in reverse. Things could get a little bit worse before they get better, or there may not be, you may not find that you're fixing the problem. You could be just going around in a circle. I don't know what the fight is over or what happened, but it's like you wouldn't speak to him. Now he's not speaking to you. It's like two people that are at a stalemate, and it's not going anywhere at this point. There's anxiety around the situation. There's lack of success. I would try to cut the energy and just like kind of get it out of your head for a couple of days and then see what happens. He could come forward because he's got the 3 of Cups, which is like there's celebration around the situation, or he may let the walls down around him. But the two of you are like, nobody want, like, you're at odds with one another. Instead of working with each other, you're working against one another. He calls, you ignore him. Now he's ignoring you. We're not getting anywhere. So I would distance yourself from the situation, pull your energy back, and try to cut the energy from the situation and see if that makes him come forward. Otherwise, the two of you are just in a stalemate. So I would try to focus on something else for the next couple of days and see if that brings him forward. It could bring him forward, and then with the Three of Cups, hopefully you guys get on the same page and you're at least able to have a conversation. Because right now the stalemate is like you're locked. Neither person wants to give in. JP, Taurus's thoughts towards me after I defended myself today. Okay. No, I don't know if you defended yourself to them or they watched you defend yourself to somebody else, but this is what comes up. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. It's like the love has run out, or they feel not thrilled with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I'm wondering if you defended yourself to them. But then the Empress is here, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility, along with the Three of Cups. So if you were defending yourself to them, I would say they probably got pissed off at you in the moment, but they're going to have a little bit more respect for you in the future. And things could change for the better for the two of you quickly. It might take, a minute for them to digest it and move forward. I think you did the right thing. Adriano, what did he think of the letter and the gift? Okay, King of Swords is here. There's sharp energy around the situation. So I don't know what was in the letter, but something makes him feel a little sharp, and he's thinking about things. The gift he definitely loved because the World is here and so is the Magician. I don't know what the letter said, but the Hermit's in reverse, which means that whatever you said in that letter, he probably thinks that you're right and he doesn't want to hear it. I don't know what the letter said, but Hermit in reverse is I'm not going to tell somebody or I'm not going to talk about it because I know that I'm wrong and I don't want to hear it. It always reminds me of like if you hook up with your ex-boyfriend and you don't tell your best friend because your best friend's going to be like, what the fuck did you do that for? That's Hermit in reverse. It's like, I'm not saying anything because I know what I did was wrong and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be told that I'm wrong. But you should hear from him at some point relatively soon with the Knight of Swords. Maybe he just takes a couple of days to think about things. I don't know who we're talking about here, but it looks like whatever has gone on and whatever you put in that letter, he knows that you're right. He agrees with you, but he doesn't want to hear it. So it's going to take a minute for him to then come forward. Creative, general, it for life. Divine timing is guiding you, so don't be afraid to sort of listen to your intuition and do what feels right. You also have life moving forward pretty quickly, and you're moving on to greener pastures, leaving disappointment in the past. If you're not with anyone right now, air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that may be of significance. Four of Cups, this person may be around your life right now and you just haven't taken notice of them yet. The Fool, starting a new journey, the Moon card. Intuition is spot on. Listen to your intuition. You also have the Page of Pentacles here, which could be getting the idea or toying around with some sort of a business deal. You may be like deciding to do a side business or something. Page of Pentacles, very focused on it. Putting in the effort would pay off long term. Adriana, was someone in my course interested in me? Okay, someone in my course interested in me. Yes, and it could be a Pisces. Yeah. Ram, I broke up with Kay. How is my love life looking? I broke cup of chaos, and I love looking. You may be taking some time for yourself over the next couple of weeks or months. Rest, relaxation, self-care will suit you well. Four of Cups in reverse. You should be getting an offer that would be hard to refuse, possibly from a Cancer. A new Cancer comes in. Might not be right away. You may hold yourself back for a while and kind of like focus on yourself for the next couple of weeks or maybe a month or whatever, and then it looks like you start a new journey, possibly with a Cancer, and it could be a soulmate connection. And there's also a Gemini here. Could be a Gemini, but it looks like you have new options coming in, but not immediately, like not today. Maybe within the next couple of weeks. Adriana, General. Stepping into your own personal strength brings balance back into your life. Nine of Cups, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. The Knight of Wands, feeling ambitious about something. You could be, it may be a work or a business thing that you feel ambitious about, because you've got the Seven of Cups, Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. Feeling like the hard work you put into your career, your fruits of your labor are coming back and bringing in more financial stability. Knight of Cups, you could have a new love interest, and this love interest may be someone who's around. Four of Cups, and you just haven't taken notice of them yet. They could be a Sagittarius, is possible. Kira, just curious why Leroy didn't send me the money he promised. I know he didn't forget either. No, he didn't forget. I think this is his way of kind of keeping the door open. You know, I think he thinks that you're going to reach out to him and ask him for it. So it's sort of like a way of him keeping the door open. It's like he could stay in touch. Yeah, he's a Libra, right? He shows up here in the reading. That's what I think. I think that he didn't forget. He has the money. That's not the issue. I think it's a way of keeping the door open. He may be, at some point, he may be looking for a new beginning, or he may be feeling like he knows that you moved on, and this is a way of kind of keeping the foot in the door. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I don't think it's because, I know he didn't forget, and I know he has the money, and it's not like he doesn't want to give it to you. I just think it's a way of, it's almost like, you know, like leaving your earrings at somebody's house so that you could go back and pick them up. You know, like that's sort of what he's doing. And today, is it over between A and I? No, I don't think it's over. No. Kira, General for February. Disappointment moves into the past, no longer holding yourself back. The Magician gives you the opportunity to manifest new opportunities. Lover's card is here, so it looks like love life is good. You may be walking away or intuitively distancing yourself from people, places, and things that no longer serve you anymore. Chariot is here. Life is moving forward. In February, it looks like you've got cause for celebration that comes in around a side business. Capricorn shows up that could be of significance, and this little trip has been showing up around you for a long time. So that idea of a trip going someplace to water, by water, or around water could come back up in February. Adriana, what would he want to do or say when he comes back? When he comes back, he's going to have a whole lot of anxiety. But you'll feel relief around the situation. He's going to feel burdened. He's going to be like kind of going through it, because I think he knows that he's wrong. And like, look, I don't think that somebody is wrong for their feelings ever. It doesn't matter how you feel, like you're entitled to feel that way. But I think he went about things wrong, and I think he knows that. And I think he knows he's been a jerk, and that's not really who he is. You still may be feeling a little bit disappointed by him, but at that point, he's not going to hold himself back, and you'll be able to manifest what you want from the situation. So let's see what happens. Cinnamon, no, I think more goes into it than that. First of all, like with marriage, you look to the seventh house, like what's on the cusp of the seventh house. So like, say for me, it's Sagittarius, which could bring in a foreign husband, right? But what's foreign, right? Like to me, foreign can be anything that's not like me, right? So what remember Matt was Jewish. So of course I thought, oh, well, this is someone who's different from me. Well, that wasn't true. And then you could also look at the planets that are in the seventh house. But there's more than just the Jupiter and the Mars sign. Yeah, it can get a little complicated when predicting marriage. Now, Jupiter, Gemini rising, they say is guaranteed to have at least two marriages in their life. I'm Gemini rising and I've never been married. Am I going to have two marriages in my life? I doubt it. I mean, marriage to me is not important, not at this stage of the game. If I was 20, maybe, but so I don't know. I mean, I think free will can override all of that stuff, but very interesting, because I was looking at my solar return that for this year, and my solar return for this year looks like it's a greater possibility for me to have a baby this year coming up than when I had Avery, which is also very interesting. I don't think I'm having any more children, but like that's interesting to me too. I don't know. We got to see how that plays out. Moon, general for N and I this month. Okay, I would say be careful that you don't find yourself in a third-party situation. With the Three of Cups in reverse, there could be somebody that's interfering with this situation. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but you may be worried about it, or you may feel like there's somebody else with the Three of Cups. I don't know what the situation is, but you may be feeling a little bit hurt too, or like you put in a whole lot of effort and you didn't see much of a payoff. But towards the end of this month, you should get a little bit more respect. The moon is in reverse. Something can be exposed about this situation, or you may find out something that's a little bit unsavory. But towards the end of the month, with the Six of Pentacles and the Magician, you should be feeling a little bit better about things. I don't know, this month there could be something that's interfering with it. I don't know how wonderful this month is going to be, but we have a lot of shitty astrological aspects in the month of January. Kira. Don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. So technically Daniel did contact me via FaceTime this morning, but I think it was an accident because it barely rung once, and he knows that I'm less likely to answer. So was it an accident? Okay, let's see. Was it an accident? No, I don't think it was an accident. No, I only got one ace. 33% chance it was an accident. Um, I don't think it was an accident. It could have been he did it accidentally on purpose. You know what I mean? Like he knew you were going to see he called, so he did it on purpose to see if you were going to reach out to him with, did you just FaceTime me? But it wasn't an accident. Like, maybe I'm going to do this so it looks like an accident, but no, it wasn't an accident. Creative, will I have kids and success? Mm-hmm. Yes, you will have kids and you will have success. But once again, that's free will. You know what I mean? Like, you have to choose that. And same thing with success. Like, if you decide, hey, I'm not putting any effort into my life, I'm just going to sit at home and watch TV, then no, you won't have success. So you have to, like, take action, but the possibility is there for it to happen. A little Virgo, what are Osmar's intentions towards me? You should hear from him out of the clear blue relatively soon, and he should be showing a little bit more ambition around the situation. But then he pulls his energy back because the Hangman is here. He could be legitimately busy with the Eight of Pentacles with work or school or whatever it is he does all day, but you and him may have an argument. You might feel like you're not getting enough out of him, and you may get pissed off and walk away. So I don't know where you guys are right now, but it looks like either he's too busy, he's putting his energy into school and work, and you may feel like, I'm just not getting enough out of it, I'm going to explore other options. Adriana, do I already know the Sag and how close is he? No, I don't think that you know this person. I think they're a new person. And you could meet them relatively soon, like maybe early spring. Ram, why is Fabi really mad at Sushana? Fool is in reverse. Something got exposed that now has to be dealt with. I don't know exactly what it is, but there is something. So if she was not honest about something, or she lied about something, or somebody, and Fool in reverse is something that gets exposed and needs to be dealt with. It doesn't mean that the relationship is going to end or that it's over or they can't move past it, but it's like, okay, we have to deal with this. And it's like a mini tower moment. It's probably not as big of a deal as he has made it out to be in his own head. It could have something to do with her and somebody from her past with the Six of Cups. Fool in reverse. That's like, you know, it's not always a big deal, but like it could be the kind of thing like, well, why didn't you tell me that you used to date him? And then meanwhile, it's like, well, I went out with him 3 times. It's not the biggest deal. You know, like that kind of a thing. It's like, weren't you honest about that? Well, because it wasn't that big of a deal. Why would I tell you about it? It wasn't significant. I don't think it's a big deal, though. I think that they're going to get past it. Adriana, does he regret the sex talk? Does he regret the sex talk? No. No, he actually may think that it changed your relationship with him for the better. MC, how does Mark feeling about our conversation earlier? How is Mark feeling about our conversation earlier? Burdened. I don't know what you spoke about, but Ten of Pentacles is 10 of Wands, feeling like the weight of the world is on my shoulders, and I'm waiting here for my ship to come in. Although the Knight of Cups is here, which is positive because that's like a love interest or could be rekindling feelings. So it's not. It's like that conversation maybe touched upon a number of different emotions for him. Ronnie, what's up with the Sag? He's actually going through growth and transformation because he's feeling regret and sorrow over the situation. Or whatever happened between the two of you in the past, he feels bad about it. Good. You've got the Magician, and you're the one that's in control of this situation moving forward. And here he is. It shows up right in the reading. He also may have an earthly pleasure that fucks up his life. There's something there with the devil. But I'm glad to see that he's starting to go through growth and transformation. He's starting to feel a little bit bad about the situation, whatever it was that went on between the two of you. Adriana, how will he behave with me if I gave him an opportunity? You know, if you gave him a chance, I think that you may not be thrilled with him. Seven of Rods is in reverse, which like he may not put in a whole lot of effort. Seven of Swords is here. You may feel betrayed by something he does. The Four of Rods is not positive when it's in reverse, and the Six of Cups, it may not be something that you look back on positively. You might not, he may not live up to what you think he is. Let's put it that way. You know, like your idea of him in your head may be actually better than it is him in reality. Kira, Daniel, and I in February. Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. Things should be moving forward pretty quickly. Knight of Cups, rekindling the connection. Four of Cups in reverse. He could place, give you an offering that would be hard to turn down. Moon, general for Z and I this month. Okay, you're not holding yourself back, but the Emperor is in reverse. So I don't care for this. Somebody's trying to manipulate the situation. I would be careful with that card. I don't know who it is, if it's you or him, but I don't like manipulation. And somebody is trying to manipulate the situation to get what they want. If you haven't heard from him or haven't seen him, you should hear or see him out of the clear blue. Could be starting a new journey with him, and the Four of Rods is here upright, which means that there could be long-term potential around the situation. Just look out for that Emperor in reverse. Anjali, what will the Capricorn feel and say when he gets a surprise birthday gift from me on January 9th? Well, you got the Queen of Cups, which means he's going to think it was kind, caring, sincere, loving. He would think that he's going to be pleased with it. What he's going to say, probably. I don't know if he's going to say too much about it. I don't know if he's going to know what to say. But I think he's going to be very happy. And I think that, you know, I mean, he'll probably just say, thank you, it was thoughtful, that kind of stuff. But I don't think you're going to get all that much out of him. I think he's going to be a little bit surprised. He's not going to be expecting it. Adriana, what did he think and feel for me after the letter? Undecided. Two of Swords in reverse. Not sure. Feels very stuck. Feels also prepared, but kind of feels like things are not going to change for the better quickly, or he's not ready for things to change. He may be feeling a little bit heartbroken and upset, and like there's a long road ahead of the two of you. Ram, how is Kate feeling towards me leaving him? Well, he feels a little stuck in the mud, and I don't think he was prepared for it, but he's not very emotional, and I don't know that he's really in contact with his emotions that much, so he's just kind of like slow and steady wins the race, and he's prepared to move forward with his life. Knight of Swords is here. You could hear from him in the near future, but I wouldn't expect much to change between the two of you at this point. I think he's okay. He'll be okay. JP, what's the blockage causing the Taurus to treat me bad? Well, we teach people how to treat us. So either you've been putting up with bad behavior and this person has gotten away with it for so long that they're just used to it. There is nothing that makes somebody treat you bad. It's just that you allow it. You allow it. When somebody starts to treat you bad, cut them off and it'll never happen again. But if you keep putting up with it, it's going to keep happening, and that's what it shows here. Here you go. You're going to keep being heartbroken. This person's got a long road ahead of them. The Ace of Swords is here. They're holding themselves back. They don't seem to come forward the way you want them to, and they have choices around them. You have a wish around this situation, but the thing is that nothing causes somebody to treat you bad. They know what they can get away with. You know, it's like growing up with your parents. You know the parent that you can, like, I knew if I wanted to, like, go someplace that I shouldn't be, I could ask my father. I wouldn't ask my mother. I knew what I could get away with. Well, we know that going through life. So this Taurus knows what they can get away with. There's nothing that's causing this person to treat you bad. You're allowing them to treat you bad. So you've got to change the way your behavior is, or you have to cut them out of your life and say, I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not going to be treated like this. Go treat someone else like that. And I think that that's a problem that we tend to make. Like that's a mistake we keep making. Like, okay, well, maybe now they're going to treat me better, or maybe now, or maybe something will change. Things don't change. People that, I mean, even if you look at regular people that you're not involved with romantically, the friends that have treated you like shit throughout your life always treat you like shit. They don't ever wake up and say, you know what, I'm not going to treat you like shit anymore. But we've stood for it. I stood for bullshit from a lot of friends. So this is up to you. This is up to you to change. Ram, did Watson at one point love Sushana? Yeah, there were feelings here. There was, yeah, I would say yes. There was love here at one point. JP, will we have physical intimacy this year? I hope that this isn't the same person that's treating you badly. You could, 70% chance, yes. But like I said, if somebody is treating you badly, why would you have physical intimacy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would, if it's the same person, I would think about that. Kira, how did Daniel feel when he listened to the voice message you sent him a few days ago? Okay, I don't know what it said, but Three of Pentacles in reverse would be feeling a little bit uprooted. Seven of Pentacles feeling a little bit like I put in a whole lot of hard work and I didn't see much of a payoff. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. So he also could be feeling like, I could fix this. I got luck on my side. I don't know what kind of message it was, but I would say that ultimately he felt a little bit uprooted. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Slinging it around. Well, the devil could be anything, you know. It could be somebody that's like addicted to stupid ass video games. You know, it could be anything. But if he slings it around, I mean, that's possible. Julie, what is Rich thinking and feel about me now? What made him decide to come and pick up the bigger kid? He doesn't normally do that. Okay. He still has sharp energy around this situation with the Ace of Swords, and he still feels a little bit burdened by things. The Fool here is in reverse. So something should get exposed, or he should either say something or somebody says something that kind of sheds a little light on things. Why he came to pick up the bigger kid. There's sharp energy around that too, Queen of Swords. I don't know if the older kid wanted him to or needed to do something, or I don't know what the hell that is, but there's sharp energy around that situation. I don't know if the kid got in trouble for something, but there's sharp energy. There even could be an argument around that situation. But divine timing is here. I don't know. Something maybe... the Judgment card is like divine timing. It's like being at the right place at the right time. I have a feeling that this kid was maybe got in trouble for something, or was going to get in trouble for something. And he went there to get this kid to deal with whatever the problem was. I'm surprised he didn't say anything. Well, the Fool is in reverse, so you should find out why. Maybe the kid will tell you. Georgia. Tower moment. How is RS feeling about my text message? Stuck in the mud, feeling like he's waiting for his shift to come in, and very weak. A little bit upside down. I think you kind of knocked him off his pedestal a little bit. Adriana, when could I be having a date? It's possible sometime this winter. Possible late winter, early spring, I would say. Three of Diamonds could be early March. Julie, how are things go for me at the cobble job for the week? Things should go well. You might feel a little undecided about things in the beginning of the week, but then you have the Eight of Wands. Things change for the better quickly. Feeling like the world is at your feet. Feeling like there's peace, serenity, compassion around the situation. And feeling like things are moving forward. How do you like that guy? Hey, Dylan, why don't you relax? sounds like an old man. Queen of Swords is on a roll good. Because these people got to cut the bullshit already. I'm tired of it. I am so tired of people being mistreated. You have no idea. It just fucking drives me insane. Adriana, when could I become a mom? That's a free will thing. That's free will. Um, I can't tell you when because, yeah, I mean, you're not there yet. It might happen, like you could have a fall baby. I mean, it's possible this year, but I can't swear to that. When it comes to like children, weight loss, success, um, learning things, like that's all in your control. Like I know this a girl from yoga who is the last person in the world I would ever expect this from, because and her and I have talked about it before. She used to say to me all the time, I could just be happy alone for the rest of my life. She liked to do her own thing. She liked to get up in the morning and go to yoga. She liked to bike ride like 50 miles a day. She was happy on her own. All of a sudden, she always goes to the shore for the summer, so I didn't think anything of it when she wasn't around, but all of a sudden found out that she decided that she wanted to have a baby. She was getting up there in age, and she went and got inseminated. She decided she wanted a baby. Now, that's free will. So, like free will, like she got the money together, whatever the situation was, she went, she got inseminated. It worked. She got pregnant. I was due January 15th. Her due date was January 30th. She wasn't allowed to practice yoga because with insemination, like they're very strict, like they don't want to take any chances. So, my doctor didn't want me taking any classes, but it was okay for me to teach. So I was only hearing this from somebody that used to see her or was in contact from her. So what's not free will is that her baby was born, it was around Thanksgiving because she had gone into preeclampsia. But she was fine, he was fine. He's fine now. I mean, he has to stay in the hospital because he was a little bit small. So that's not free will. Like she couldn't choose that. But otherwise, that's free will. Like she could have done it the year before, she could have done it the year later. That was 100% free will that she went and had this done. Now, what isn't free will, I believe, is the ability to, like, if you have a medical issue that prevents you from getting pregnant, that's not free will. But on the flip side of that too, like there are times where people have been told you can't have children and then bam, they wind up getting pregnant. Or how many people do we know? I know so many people that this has happened to. Parents could not get pregnant, they're adopted, and then after they have the adopted child, all of a sudden the woman gets pregnant. That happens all the time. I can name at least 5 people that I know in my life personally that are adopted children that have a sibling that's biological. So when it comes to like that kind of stuff, you have to make that decision. And, and take it from there. Same thing with like losing weight. People all the time will ask about losing weight, but that's also free will. Unless you're like on a medication, you're on some sort of a steroid, that's different. Or you have a thyroid problem that needs to be addressed. All of that stuff is free will stuff, and you're in control of it. I think that sometimes we want destiny to come in and play a part in our lives, and sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't, and we have to make things happen ourselves, and we're in control of that. That's why we're able to do a lot of things. Like, do I take the job or do I not take the job? Do I go back to a job that I don't like, or do I move forward in something else? It's your decision. It's just the possibilities that show up and how you're going to navigate through them. So I mean, I wanted a baby for a really long time, but I didn't want, I wasn't, I am not the kind of person that would pull a stunt and force somebody into something, or, if the timing wasn't right, but it literally just happened. I mean, it just happened. I don't know how else to explain it. Anyhow, um, and for a long time, I mean, I wasn't, I got to the point in my life where I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not supposed to have children. Maybe I'm just supposed to have dogs. And I just had to be okay. I'm like, I'll just have to be okay with that. Some people are just, I don't know. Sometimes, life isn't fair. I used to get so mad too. I said the other night, I had somebody that I used to know at work. All she talked about was, I mean, I'm not even kidding you. All she talked about was like being pregnant and having her kids and deliveries. Every time I saw her and talking about having more kids, she wanted more kids. She didn't want more kids. And then and I used to be like, just shut the fuck up in my head. I used to think that all the time. Like, shut the fuck up already. Anyhow, um, Julie, is what's getting exposed? Is it something about him? I don't know. I think it has something to do maybe with the kid. I don't think it has to do with him. I'm wondering if that kid got in trouble for something, and that's why he came to get her. Kira, work at the Jetson Center tomorrow. You might be feeling a little undecided with the Two of Swords. You may also be feeling a little bit stuck tomorrow at that job. But it's not terrible. You got divine timing here guiding you. The day seems to go by pretty quickly. Feeling stable and secure. A little bit of spontaneity. The energy around the place may be light tomorrow. Not bad. Ruben, general on the current Sagittarius. I started seeing. Okay. Things could change for the better for the two of you pretty quickly. You have the Page of Swords. Communication should be good and frequent. The Fool is here. You guys could be starting a new journey together. You might be feeling a little bit undecided about things. I would give it a little bit of time. He seems very intelligent. Here he is. He shows up right in the... Sagittarius shows up right in the reading. There's success around this situation. Things seem to move forward. Cause for celebration. Looks like a nice connection. Yeah, and you know what? Like, what's so bizarre about my situation is that I had been told for years that I would have an unexpected or an unplanned pregnancy. And I was like, it would never happen to me. Never, because I got Saturn in my first house. I'm super responsible. I don't, I don't mess around, and what she said to me was, when you get into a serious relationship, it may be different. Because she was right. Anyhow. And I remember I went and I had a reading done right before I found out. Anyway. But Cinnamon, what if you reach out to him, he doesn't answer you? He's just ignoring you? I mean, I don't understand these idiots. I mean, really. No, I don't think cancers are psychopaths. You know what I feel of cancer, and I had a very good friend of mine who was a guy who was a cancer, and I feel like they can sometimes be like the guilty mother. You like motherly guilt. Like they're very caring, they're very kind, they'll do anything for you. But sometimes I felt like like the mother that's like, oh, go ahead, don't worry about me, I'm fine. But meanwhile, they're like, no, no, it's okay. It's okay. Go do what you want. But meanwhile, inside, they're really like, I'm writing you out of the will. Like, I feel like that's how cancer is. I feel like any sign could be a psychopath if given the proper prescription. Need to be general for today. Feeling prepared. The Two of Wands. A Knight of Cups this year could be a new love interest or rekindling a current situation. Judgment card is here, being at the right place at the right time. If you're hoping to hear from somebody, you should hear from that person today or relatively soon. You have success around love or a love situation, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can finally exhale. C3, general for February. Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You could be working on a business situation that would be bringing you in a lot of money and also a lot of respect in the month of February. You have a wish with the Star card, put it out into the universe. Whatever this is, this business-like thing, it could bring in some extra money, paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You might have a little adventure coming in the month of February. Cause for celebration comes in. You have a Capricorn and a Taurus around you in February that may be significant. Kira, general for Daniel and I for the rest of the week and the weekend. I think that things are going to get back on track. You've got the Judgment card here, which is divine timing, growth, change, and evolution, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. This weekend, there could be some kind of adventure or something fun that you guys are doing out of the blue that's like something that you normally wouldn't do every weekend. I don't know what it is, but you have a wish around the situation too. I think that the rest of the week, things get back on track. Kira, does Leroy regret how he treated me, his feelings? Yeah, I do think he regrets it. And I think that he feels like you've moved on. He regrets it, and he feels like a little bit sad that you've moved on with your life, but he also feels like it may be for the best because he did feel like things got to a point where it was just getting toxic and neither one of you was happy, and that could continue to go on forever. So in a way, it's almost like he feels like it's for the best, but he's not thrilled. Like it's still, he has his moments where it still really hurts. Julie, would I like working at the cobble place? Yes, you will. 70% chance, yes. And that could lead you to other opportunities too. Ram, does Kay regret taking me for granted? Um, no, he doesn't really feel like he did take you for granted. Um, no, I don't, I just don't think, like with him, it's like what you see is what you get. He didn't think he was taking you for granted. I think he felt like, or he did what he was capable of. Um, I don't think that he sees it like he was taking you for granted. Not at this point, anyway. Maybe in time he will, but not right yet. He doesn't feel that way. Anukriti, how will my birthday go? Oh, happy birthday. It looks like you should have a good time. There's growth and transformation that comes in around your birthday. It also looks like you could be hearing from somebody out of the blue that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Feeling prepared or excited for the year. You got some good karma coming back to you. You might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If you do, that opens up new doors. I think your birthday goes well. Julie, did I meet the commitment guy already? R and I for the rest of the month. Yeah, you could have already met that commitment person. The rest of the month with you and him, it doesn't look like anything is changing. That third party is still around, and you may be feeling unsuccessful around the situation, and you may be pulling your energy back and not putting in any more effort. Maybe this other person's going to show up. It looks like they may be around the situation right now, or you've already met them. Ashley, does Robert regret ghosting me? Yeah. This person does regret ghosting you. Um, how about Babisha? Why the Pisces didn't answer my call when I returned his call hours later? Um, he may have been being spiteful. The two of swords in reverse is like feeling either undecided, not knowing what to do. I think this person made a decision not to answer the phone call. I don't think the phone was somewhere and they didn't get to it. It could be, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like they were prepared to leave you hanging. I don't know if with the justice card they feel like they're getting back at you. I don't know. I have no patience for games, and I think that This may be part of a game. Anyways, they may be playing a little bit of games with you. Georgia, will RS respond to my text? Yeah. 70% chance yes. Maybe they don't respond right away, but they'll respond. Jessica Jules, what are Nicholas Gabriel's thoughts on me? Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, intelligent, intuitive, well prepared. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Attractive. Has a lot of respect for you. Julie, is the guy named Charles or Mohammed? Meet the fool for the month of February. Is the guy named Charles or Mohammed? Is it Charles? Could be Charles. Is it Mohammed? Comes up higher for Charles. Goddess of light, love and light. What JC finds very physically attractive about me. I would say your figure. Figure comes up highest at this point. Ashley, does Robert love me? But the attractive question is hard. It's hard to answer because think about somebody you're attracted to. Like what? Like, all right. Like if somebody asked me that, like, would I be able to say one thing? I don't think so. I don't know. I think I would just be like, I don't know what attracts me to you. You're the whole package. I don't know. Figure comes up, but I don't know. That's kind of like a weird question because, like, think about somebody that you're attracted to. Like, what attracts you? Like, if their hair color was different or their eye color was different, would you not be attracted to them? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like it's a weird thing to have to dissect. You know, or if somebody gained weight, would you not be attracted to them, or lost weight or whatever? So I don't know. Figure comes up, but I would take that with a grain of salt. Does Robert love me? I don't see love here. This person could care about you. They may be interested in you, but there's not love here. Not yet, no. Julie, he's trying to use the big kid to look after the little kid. He's trying to use the big kid to look after the little kid. All right, let's see. Could be. But yeah, there's 3 aces. I think he does use the big kid to look after the little kid. I hate that. Only because I was the big kid and I had to look after everyone. And I think it's a lot of responsibility on a kid. And I don't think it's fair. But growing up, we always had to do it. Adriana, something that I should know about love. Things are going to change for the better quickly. You've got some good luck coming in. Listen to your intuition. Balance comes back to your life. And you'll be prepared for it when it enters. Could be with the Sagittarius. Got a Sagittarius coming in. Julie, I don't see it yet, so let me go back up to the top for a sec. Ashna, recently I've been feeling some sort of energy. Could you please tell me what it is? Well, there's a lot of crap happening astrologically. That could be what you're feeling. Mars moved into Taurus today. So if you're a Taurus, that could be what you felt. If you're not a Taurus, but everyone's going to feel it. But the earth signs could be feeling it today. And I believe there are 3 planets changing signs this week. Jupiter and Saturn just recently changed. So the whole astrological landscape is changing quickly. So that energy some people can be very sensitive to. Like it's a lot of changes in a very short period of time. And listen to your intuition. The sun is happiness comes out around a celebration. So I think that for you, you may be picking up that the energy around you is changing for the better. Some people benefit from things like this. If you're a Taurus, Mars moving into Taurus could kind of like the fire under your ass to get you to do something that you've been like lazy about. And then there's a lot of things that have just shifted. Jupiter moved into Aquarius. If you're Aquarius, that could be what you're feeling. Like there's a lot of changes that have happened. And we're going to continue. Like we've got Mars now is going to square Saturn, it's going to square Jupiter, and then it's going to conjunct Uranus. So we've got a lot happening in the month of January. And that's just what I can think of off the top of my head. So there's crap happening. So hold on tight. Martha, how does the Virgo feel about me? It feels like things could move forward with the Hangman in reverse, but the Two of Cups is in reverse. Might not feel like they're ready for a committed relationship. They think that you're kind, caring, creative, intuitive, intelligent. Queen of Cups is like a loving, sincere, kind person. They think you have the world at your feet and that you are very ambitious. Ashley, what's coming towards me in love? I'm a Virgo. You may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, especially if you've been involved with a situation where there's a third party. You might be ending that. Six of Cups, somebody from your past may be coming back, but you might not want to have anything to do with them when they return. Listen to your intuition moving forward. If you've recently had a tower moment or a disaster when it comes to love, that's going to move into the past. You got new energy coming in. Sun comes out, which is happiness, but it's in reverse, so it's going to take time to get there. Got a little adventure coming in around love. You have the love cup being full around a new love connection. That could be a Pisces. You're going to have some choices too. There's another water sign coming in. Another Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And I believe it's somebody new that you're going to be with. Kira, when will I get pregnant? Okay, the timing for you this year is the spring right through to the month of November. So if you want a child, that's the timing, spring to November. That's like a big time frame. But anyway, it could happen in any of those months pretty quickly. Julie, would I like working at Cobble more than the city job? Yeah, you might. Yeah, you got a 70% chance yes, and the Eight of Wands, which is things change for the better quickly around that job. I think that you might like that job better, yeah. Um, let me see, where was I? Cinnamon, I hear exactly I know exactly how you feel. I'm about to set fire to his ass. I don't blame you. It's very frustrating. Empress, general for A and me. General for A and me. Okay, I don't know where the two of you are, but it looks like there may be a tower moment and like regret and negativity around the situation. But then you may be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can exhale. So things could get worse before they get better. Listen to your intuition around the situation. The situation seems very weak and you might feel betrayed by this person. Or there's betrayal. Maybe they feel betrayed by you. Nawal, what are the intentions of M regarding me? They're undecided. They feel like things are not changing for the better, and they feel a little bit burdened. You might have to give them a little bit of time to get out of their own way. They're very slow and stagnant, and you may be feeling like you're not getting anywhere with this person. I would keep your options open. Julie, me and the Fool are the month of February. I think I missed it. No, I think starting a new journey in the month of February. Yeah, I think that that's happening in the month of February. And I think it could be with, what was the first person that you asked? Was his name Charles? I don't remember. It wasn't Mohammed. Mohammed didn't come up high. It was the other guy that it could be with. Is he using her for third-party business? He could be, yeah. There's 70% chance that he's using her to take care of the other kid. I don't doubt that. But I do think that something else came up around the older kid that had to be dealt with. And that's the Fool in reverse that you may find out about at some point. But I don't doubt that he makes her take care of the other kid, and when he has third-party business. It is. It is. It's exhausting and it is disrespectful. I know. I've been there before. And like I said, my attitude was always, well, he's busy, or I understand it's not easy. No, fuck that. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. You know what? In everybody's life, there's the opportunity to do the right thing. You could be very busy, but you can still take a moment to reach out to someone. I am tired of making excuses for shitheads. So let me just leave it like that. I totally get where you're coming from. Maria, what are his intentions towards me and the connection? He's slow and steady wins the race. I wouldn't expect him to be moving fast, so I would still keep your options open. I don't know what sign he is, but you have a fire sign here that might be looking for a commitment. Libra, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. If he's one of those signs, I would say he's slow and steady wins the race, but you could get a commitment from him. If he's not, keep your options open because this fire sign may come in and could be a Leo that comes in out of the clear blue sky. Now, if that's him, then things move forward. But otherwise, he looks like he's a little bit slow. I mean, he's interested, but it doesn't seem like he's, like, moving forward quick enough for you. I don't know. Fire sign, especially a Leo, may come in pretty quickly out of the clear blue sky, and then he could lose his shot here. Like, his intentions are, yeah, I'm going to get there. But he's slow. He's the Knight of Pentacles. He can't get out of his own way. He's stuck. April, what happens if I go out with a guy Erica, Cancer, is trying to introduce me to? I would give it a shot. Why not? It looks like things could change for the better. You could start a new journey. It might be slow and steady wins the race, but it may be a nice connection, or you may be interested enough to entertain it. There's a wish around the situation. I would give it a shot. Can't hurt. If you're open to it, yeah, why not? Why not? Herbs. don't get anything but dick pictures from assholes. I don't want that shit. Like, why? I don't know why guys do that. Like, we've seen them, we know what they look like. Stupid. Um, Slinging it around. How about Tarot Girl? General message for me. Okay, it looks like you're about to go through personal change, transformation, personal growth. You have a wish that comes in, feeling prepared to take on 2021, and you got good luck coming in. You also have a fire sign around you that may be of significance. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Victory. May I know when I could possibly hear from the Leo again? He contacted me last week for the first time in a year. You could hear from him again pretty soon, like within like 9 days to 2 weeks, I would say. Zarda. May I know the current feelings of S towards me? Okay, how does S feel towards Zarda? Thinks that you're kind, peaceful, serene, easygoing, sincere, humble, attractive, well-balanced, intelligent, creative. Pretty Yellow, what are the true intentions of the Pisces towards me? Okay, Love Cup is in reverse. So you may be feeling a little bit like the love is run out of this situation, and the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So balance may have come out of the situation too. Five of Cups is feeling a little bit of regret, and then there's a mini tower moment. So all this is going to eventually move into the past, and then moving forward, the Pisces should come in a little bit more ambitious, and they should be focusing a little more on the relationship moving forward. It might take a minute to get there. April, love for the next 2 months. You may be feeling aggravated with love. Two of Cups is in reverse. You may feel like you're just not clicking or nothing is moving forward because you got the Hangman in reverse. I mean, the Hangman there. And the Two of Cups is in reverse. Magician is here, though. So you can manifest new opportunities. And you have the Knight of Cups. So you should have a new love interest coming in, possibly out of the blue. If you listen to your intuition, your love life can move forward. But there may have been like too many things that have been disappointing for you in the past, and you may feel like, you know what, I'm tired of putting energy into things and banging my head against the wall. So you may pull your energy back a little bit when it comes to love, which I think is fine if you need a little break. You do have a Sagittarius coming in. Doesn't have to be Sagittarius, fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, that there could be success with, but it may not happen right away. So over the next 2 months, you may be feeling like you've been disrespected, or you put in a lot of effort and you haven't seen much of a payoff. But there are options. There's a fire sign. There's also a Pisces that could be coming in, and an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But over the next 2 months, you just might not feel like you're clicking, or things aren't moving forward fast enough the way you want them to. Julie, is it a bad situation? And does he have someone, Charles? I think she still lives with him. Is it okay? Does Charles still live with someone? I think Charles does live with someone. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get involved with somebody who's living with someone if you're looking for something serious. If you don't care and you're just like, I just want to take my mind off of things, I'm just looking to have a good time, then I would say go for it. Who cares? You know, do your thing. But I wouldn't look to it as like a serious committed relationship happening in the future with that guy if he's still living with somebody else, because then that's going to put you right back in a third party situation. Maria, does the about the relationship coming details. Next person that comes in, you could meet through divine timing, and it's a soulmate connection. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Love cup is full. You have to listen to your intuition. You may be presented with choices, but my suggestion here would be, if this is a new person that comes in, I think the energy around something new is usually better than going back to old stale energy. So I would entertain somebody new, because it looks like it's a soulmate connection. It looks like things could move forward. And it looks like at the point that you meet this new person, you may kind of be looking back on the past like it wasn't that great anyway. So let's see what happens with this person. This person seems to be pretty well balanced. They seem to be grounded, humble, honest, sincere, and they may even have some money. Or they may be relatively financially stable, which is always a plus. Kira, love the next 3 months. Well, you got cause for celebration that comes in around love when you listen to your intuition. Your intuition is pretty good, so I would trust it. You have the Two of Cups here, which means that your relationship, I mean, there's love, it's moving forward. You have the world at your feet. There may be moments of anxiety, and there could be arguments over the next 3 months. I mean, what couples don't argue? Everyone argues. That's not a big deal. But the danger around this situation is, an argument's an argument. It doesn't always have to lead to a breakup. The breaking up and getting back together cycle, I would suggest staying away from that, because that can kind of uproot the situation, and I don't think that he's going to go for that, because it starts to become a little bit toxic if you keep breaking up and getting back together. The opportunity is here for you guys to move forward. Thing is that he is who he is, and that's not changing. So he's still going to, with the lies and the shady businesses and that kind of stuff, is still here, which could affect the relationship. But the relationship has the ability to move forward over the next 3 months. If for some reason it doesn't, you do have 2 other people coming in. You have the Sagittarius, and you have a Taurus coming in, and you're going to have choices. So if you're like, this is just not what I want, I'm just not feeling it, you'll have other opportunities. So you don't really have much to worry about. Cosmic, what are Kevin's intentions and feelings towards me? That one looks like it's okay. This one looks like it's still buffering. Let me try this one and see what happens. That one looks like it's still buffering. Oh no, I think it's okay now. Is it okay? I think it's okay. Okay. So I don't know where you are with Kevin. Looks like there could be regret around the situation, or you may be feeling negatively. You also put a whole lot of hard work into the situation. I didn't see much of a payoff. However, there is opportunity for ambition and a new beginning to come in around this situation for a little while, and that might make you a little anxious. He seems to be holding himself back with the Eight of Swords. That either you may be feeling weak about the situation, he could be feeling weak, or the relationship itself may be weak. But like I said, I don't know where you guys are in the relationship. He's hurt with your life because the Six of Cups is in reverse. If he's not someone from your past, you will get another beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, but you might be frustrated with the situation before that happens. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on. Susie, are me and Bryn over? And should I make them first move? Okay. Me and Bryn. You can make the first move. You got divine timing on your side. Kira, Daniel, and I for tomorrow. Listen to your intuition. Tomorrow should be pretty good. 9 of Wands, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can kind of exhale. April. When will I be in a relationship? Ronnie, love or somebody. Love or somebody caressing me in February. Okay, let's see what's going on with love in February. Well, disappointment and heartbreak moves into the past, and feeling prepared for the future. Growth transformation comes in. Ambition comes in. You got a Capricorn, a Scorpio, and a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, come in February. You also may have somebody, well, you can have options in February. He says that. Well, he only says it because he's making fun of my grandmother saying it. But anyway. And you could meet that person through divine timing. February may not be a bad month when it comes to love. Ram, love reading. There is an Aries coming in that could come in out of the blue, and you may feel like life changes for the better kind of quickly. Well, I mean, you may be feeling a little stuck for a while, but when the Aries come in, they come in quick, and then that could change your life for the better quickly. There's also divine timing bringing in an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Maybe not right away. This could take a couple of weeks. Cause for celebration comes in around a soulmate relationship. There's also a Capricorn coming in, so you'll have choices too. But I don't know it's going to be right away. It may not be until February, maybe in a couple of weeks. Julie, would Rich ever wake up? See, it's like this is about you. It's not about him. So it's like he is who he is. So it's almost like the question is, are you waking up? Are you seeing him for who he is? It's not him. Like I said before, I mean, if that woman dropped dead tomorrow, he's still who he is. He's still not taking responsibility for any of this. He still blames you. And the way everything has happened, it's like you're not seeing him for the man that he is. You're seeing him for what you wanted him to be or who you thought he was. So this isn't about him, it's about you. You have to make the decision. He's not going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, this is a big mistake. I did everything wrong. I want to work things out. Like he doesn't have it in him to do that. That's not the man he is. So this comes back to you and how you feel and what you want to do, because you can continue this relationship with him forever, but he's always going to be that same person. He's not changing. See, that's the problem that a lot of us have. You know, just like that other person said, you know what? Will the Taurus treat me? Why what's making the Taurus treat me like this? That's who the Taurus is. That's who the Taurus is. They're not going to change no matter how much we want them to. I think that there's a couple of things that happen. In the beginning, people are always on their best behavior, so that's who we think they are, but that's not who they are. That's who they're pretending to be. So I think the question here really comes back to you. Do you want to see him for who he is? Do you want this to move forward, or do you want to move forward with your life with somebody else? Yeah, I know it's this shit sucks, but that's just the nature of the beast. When you're in a situation like this, it's about you. It's not about them, and you're the one that has to make a decision. You know how many women I have read for that they don't care if their husband or boyfriend or whoever is fucking around as long as nobody knows about it, because they feel like, well, if nobody knows about it, then I don't have to acknowledge it. But if people know about it, and I think to myself, I'm like, but that like I should care what the person next door thinks. It's my life, you know what I mean? But sometimes like people have a bizarre way of looking at things. Anyways, um, Nina, love and money for the near future. I gotta plug this other phone in here. Okay, when it comes to your life in general, you're about to go through personal transformation and growth. You've also got here the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and a new journey. Passion, love, and a new journey come in. Nine of Cups, you have a wish. Starting a new journey. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Sagittarius coming in. It also looks like you maybe slow and steady wins the race when it comes to finances, but your financial life is moving forward. Ace of Pentacles, you could have a new way of making money, or it's something that you're doing in addition to whatever it is that you normally do, brings in extra money. Eight of Pentacles could be going back to school or working extra hours or putting in extra overtime or whatever. Finances seem to move forward. With the Six of Pentacles, this is like being better compensated or being better respected at work or school, whatever it is that you do all day. Overall, I would say when it comes to money and love, things are improving significantly in 2021, but probably not until we get through February. Nine of Pentacles, money is flowing towards you. The world is at your feet. I would think this isn't going to start until probably about like February. Tiffany, what is Jeff planning in a few weeks? What is Jeff planning in a few weeks? Okay, I don't know what your relationship is with this person. Page of Swords, you should be hearing from them out of the blue. There's success around the situation. The love cup is full. Right now, this person is undecided with the Two of Swords in reverse. They haven't decided anything. So I don't know exactly what you mean about planning in a few weeks. Like, I don't know. Are they what are they planning? Is it a trip? Like a recreational thing? Is it a business thing? I don't know. None of that is showing up here. What shows up here is this person is undecided and they don't have any plans, and they may be struggling right now with not health, but they may not be taking perfect care of themselves with the Four of Swords in reverse. they're also coming up feeling a little bit unprepared and a little bit disappointed in life in general. I don't think this person has anything significant planned other than possibly working on a creative project of some type. Um, but I'm not really sure what you mean, like what you think they have planned or what the area of life is that they would be planning for. Um, April, it was buffering. My relationship reading, I didn't get it. When will I be in a relationship? I said probably sometime this spring. Kira, will Daniel contact me tomorrow and his energy? He should contact you tomorrow, but his energy may be a little bit heavy. He's feeling a little bit burdened. I think that he was hoping that you were going to reach out to him, but I think that he will reach out to you tomorrow. Yeah, well, he doesn't really wake up because he doesn't think, it's like he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. Like he reminds me of somebody else that I knew that was similar to this. Like they just don't think that they've done anything wrong, so there's no reason to like wake up to anything. Like he thinks that he can do what he wants when he wants, and that everyone's going to just fall in line. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the way he grew up. I don't know if you know anything about the way he grew up. Maybe this is how he saw like men behave in his family. I don't know. Because I always wonder that, like, what would make somebody think that this is okay? Like at some point, you got to take responsibility for your actions, right? But then I think to myself, right? Because I always try to bring it back to myself and like, well, what do I do in my life that I would need to change? Like, what could somebody say about me that I don't see about myself? You know what I mean? Because he doesn't see it. He doesn't think that he does anything wrong. He thinks that he throws it back at you, which I don't like because that's kind of like gaslighting, and I don't really go for that. But he had to learn that somewhere. So do I think he wakes up ever? I think at some point he may regret what's gone on, but he still doesn't seem to take responsibility for it. And then that's why it comes back to you, because you could continue a relationship with him. If you were to like change the way that you treated him, this relationship can go back. You like if you were just like, oh, okay, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, and you kissed his ass. Things would go right back to the way they were. But I think that you deserve better than that. But once again, that's your choice, not mine. But I always like try to take it back to myself. Like, what could people say about me? I mean, and they probably could say a lot of things, but I just can't. I don't know, because if I knew, I would change it. You know what I mean? Like we all have things that need to be fixed. Like what did I pick up in my twisted childhood that makes me the way I am? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is like you can't, like you could talk to your blue in the face, or somebody can talk to him until they're blue in the face, but it's not going to change who he is until he makes that decision. I don't know. It's very strange to me that somebody can think this behavior is okay. But anyway. Ashley, what's coming towards me in the next 2 months? What's coming towards me in the next 2 months? You got success coming in around either work or school, whatever it is you do all day. You also may have to make a decision around work or school. You have Sagittarius coming in who may be significant. Empress is love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful with that card if you don't want children. You have the Knight of Swords here, which means somebody can come in out of the blue who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, kind of take you by surprise, like when you least expect it. It also looks like life is moving forward. Slow and steady wins the race over the next couple of months. Ace of Pentacles, you could have a new job or business opportunity. Tiffany, Reading for me and the Capricorn. Me and the Capricorn. What's going on with me and the Capricorn? I would be prepared for this situation to move forward. If you were if recently feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, that's going to disappear. Relationship should move forward over the next 3 months with this person. Feeling like you got good karma coming in when you listen to your intuition. And then you come to a crossroads. Okay, so things start to move forward, and then you come to a crossroads where you may have to make a decision on which way this relationship is going to go. You might decide to walk away from this person if they don't give you what you want. If they do give you what you want, you head towards all 10 cups being full, but there's going to be a moment in time where you might have to make that decision. But let's not put the cart before the horse. I think things move forward first. Let's see where that takes you. Maria, what's the timing around the relationship coming in? It could be later on this winter. He complained about the way his mom was played by her 2 ex-husbands, and then he does the same thing. That could be maybe where he learned it from. Very interesting. Huh. I hate to say this because I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't believe this. And I shouldn't even put this out into the universe, but I feel like, I don't know if it's like a biological thing. I just think that some men just think that that's okay to be like that. And I hate to say it because it's like, you just see so much of it. You know what I mean? You just see so much of like two-timing and lying and manipulation and I can do whatever I want kind of nonsense. And it just pisses me off. Maybe that's where he learned it from. And you know how guys can be. Like, it's different when it's their mother or it's their daughter. But meanwhile, they can be an asshole their whole life to every woman that they've ever been with. Fucking hypocrites. Yeah, they don't like it when it's sent to their mothers or their daughters or their sisters, but they can do whatever they want. Fucking piss me off. Ashley, when will I be in a relationship? Or will I get into a relationship this year? Yeah, I do think you'll get into a relationship this year. Mel, you can close them, thanks. I have to get up early tomorrow. I gotta go help my little Nikki with school. You could get into a relationship. The timing around this would be the springtime right through August. You should be in a relationship in that time frame. Like, I don't mean start and finish. I mean, it should, like, you could meet someone in March, right? And then maybe the relationship doesn't move forward until August. But that's the time frame. Between the spring and August, that you should be in a relationship. And it's already 12:17, and I probably won't go to bed until, like, I don't know. I gotta do something about being a night owl. Gotta get myself back on track. Anyways. Sarah, does Z still love me? Or does S still love me? Does S love me? I don't see love here right now. If you guys aren't together, no, I don't think that there's love here. Not now. Or not yet, maybe. Angel, when will I see Elisa and what are her feelings for me? You could see her sometime before the month of January ends. She has a lot of respect for you. She thinks that you're intelligent, kind, caring, nurturing, sincere, humble, and creative. Gail, what phenomenal things will I manifest in the next 48 hours as a result of my radionics? Am I saying that right? Radionics machine manifestation process? All right, I don't even know what that is, but let's see. Next 48 hours. It looks like you can manifest new opportunities around friendships with or love relationships with a Taurus. I don't know where you are in your personal life. The Taurus comes in, that's significant. An air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could also manifest a new opportunity around business with the Page of Pentacles. Things seem to change for the better quickly, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse pushes things forward pretty fast. So whatever it is that you're doing, it should have... Keeps buffering. I don't know why it keeps buffering. Is it okay now? I don't know. Anyway, he's holding himself back, but he won't be for much longer. You have the opportunity to get a new beginning. Growth, transformation comes to this situation, and your relationship with him could move forward with the Six of Swords. Spends a lot of time thinking about you, but he's not ready for things to move forward yet. He had 503. I miss the Libra today. Does he also miss me and think about me? Yes, I do think that he thinks about you too. Mel, the Pisces next move. I ran into him like you previously said. Oh, this guy, he doesn't give up. Oh, man. Page of Swords. He should be either calling, maybe calling or texting or reaching out of the blue. He feels a little undecided. He doesn't know what to do next, but he's not giving up. He actually may be working hard. Knight of Cups. And he's starting to get a little impatient. He's starting to get a little impatient. Meanwhile, you've told him to go away how many times? And he's not getting it, poor guy. That's it for the moderators, right? It was just Brandy and Mel tonight. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I don't know what time I'm going to be on tomorrow because I'm going over to help Nikki in the morning because my sister-in-law's got to go to the dentist, I think. Maybe when I get back, maybe I'll be on earlier tomorrow since we'll be up and out early, and I'll probably be home early. Maybe like 1. I don't know. We'll see. Brandy, I just did yours. I think I said that he wasn't ready for things to move forward yet, but he will be, and things should be moving forward with him. He may be a little bit undecided about what he wants right now, but then things do start to move forward. You have the opportunity for a new beginning. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you all very much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.